This episode of The Patch is brought to you by Hulu Plus. Hulu Plus lets you binge on thousands of hit shows anytime, anywhere, on your TV, PC, smartphone, or tablet. Support this podcast and get an extended free trial of Hulu Plus when you go to huluplus.com/roosterteeth. That's huluplus.com/roosterteeth. This episode of The Patch is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website or online portfolio. For a free trial and 10% off, go to squarespace.com and use offer code GUSISAWESOME. Again, that offer code is GUSISAWESOME. This episode of The Patch is brought to you by Digital Duds. Digital Duds lets you dominate the Halloween party with a totally unique costume that uses any mobile device and a free app to create mind-blowing effects like a real beating human heart in your open chest wound. Get yours now and dominate the Halloween party this year. Visit dominatehalloween.com before they sell out. That's dominatehalloween.com. Hey everyone!
Hello.
Welcome to the Patch, almost to the Rooster Teeth podcast.
Yeah, you know, same thing.
It is a Rooster Teeth podcast.
It is a Rooster Teeth branded podcast. We
Yes.
got Gus, Kerry, Lindsay, and Gus here this week.
Two guys? Is your clone going to switch in
to talk
halfway
our
through?
exclusive Pokemon episode.
Yep.
No, it's not exclusive Pokemon episode.
If I have my
should
way, it
be.
will be.
We will talk a lot about Pokemon.
Yes.
And Pokemon.
My
and
hand's
the
still
difference
like
between the
Pokemons,
different Pokemon.
Pokewomans.
So this is my first time.
People, Kerry.
Oh, yes,
Let's
thank
be
you. I
politically
forgot.
correct,
Got it.
please.
We're
This
good.
is my first time ever playing a Pokemon game.
Right. Do you know what generation this is?
6.
Okay. Do you know what that
Good
means?
start.
No.
Okay. Every generation is consisted of
Is it 6?
it is
Yeah.
6.
Oh,
You're right.
holy
You get
shit.
that right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 was
I mean,
black
yeah,
and
of course it
white,
is.
black, white 2, or black and white 2 as well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So and then the first generation was red, blue, and yellow. Second generation was silver, gold, and crystal. So they keep every couple games they make a new generation, and that's when they add the most new features.
Okay.
And the look changes so much. So this is the one where they're hey, let's get everybody back in by putting in all of the first gen Pokemon.
Yeah, and I'm excited because Gus has never played any Pokemon games before ever, and I thought maybe you had dabbled. Surely someone had shown it to you at some point or been like, hey, you want to hold on to my Game Boy for a second and play a little bit?
But never.
Gus Sorola, but Gus said no.
I was an old man by the time Pokemon came out. I fucking missed it. So I'm trying to get caught up.
So
It's
big
for all
question.
generations.
How do you enjoy it?
I'm not really digging the story.
Okay.
It's obviously it's
you don't like Team Flare?
It's made for little kids.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't make sense. I talked about this a bit on the RT podcast this week. It's you're an 8-year-old who goes and talks to a stranger man who gives you a letter.
Yeah.
Then you go to your mom and you go, here, I'm leaving. She's like, oh, great. We just moved into town, but here's your sleeping bag. Get the fuck out.
Yep.
She also asks if it's a love note from
Yeah.
the professor.
Yeah.
You're 8.
Yeah.
What?
So essentially, what's happening is the professor tries to get all of the little kids out so he can bang the moms.
Pretty much.
Okay, I could
Makes
get
sense.
That's the real plot.
Why don't I play as Professor Sycamore then? That's the game I want to play.
And then you can stick
Dude,
them more.
you can do so many more things with the stylus in that version. Yeah, that's right.
Lord.
But I did play. I battled with Gilby yesterday.
Nice.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
That I liked, even though he kicked my ass.
They've made it a lot easier in these games. In the previous ones, you have to go to a Pokemon Center and you'd go upstairs, and then you'd go to this connection room where you could go into the room. Now it's just oh, I want to battle. I'm gonna battle now.
Yeah.
It's fucking easy now.
We just became friends.
Yeah,
luckily,
that was
before
good.
this podcast started, so we can now battle. Kerry lives above us, so
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to battle him from my living room.
It's pretty
You
awesome.
Asshole, I hate you.
It's pretty great because I'll get a street pass at 10 o'clock at night. I'll be like, what the fuck is this? Oh, it's Lindsay.
I
Hey,
did
what's up?
too. It was a fucking joke
yeah,
video.
yeah. No, ours is just
Sorry.
sub neighbor. Boop.
Yeah, pass it.
Did you see the on a slightly related
Yeah.
topic? Did you see the images of the broken down 2DS?
No.
No.
So
I've
apparently,
seen a broken one.
You know the don't put your fucking 3DS on top of mine.
Use mine. Use mine.
So
Well,
you know
guys,
that
I get the cool
mine's
sticker.
safe over here.
the 3DS essentially is like this, right? Like
Yeah.
2 screens. We have it up here. The 2DS is just one giant screen with a clamshell around it.
Interesting.
Instead of having to do
fucking
2 separate
weird.
screens. Yeah. So it's it just displays 2 different things, and depending on where it is in the clamshell, it looks like 2 different screens.
I never thought
That's
about that.
weird.
I
yeah,
guess that makes
I thought
sense.
it was 2 separate screens put together.
It's yeah, why use 2 screens when you can use? I figured they're just using surplus 3DS screens. But no, that's fucking
the
cool.
reject ones.
Yeah.
You're not good enough for the 3DS. You go to the 2DS. Get
Speaking
outta here.
of things breaking down and this being broken, have
Don't
you heard
cry,
about the save glitch in Pokemon X and Y?
Yes. Do not save in Lumois City.
I think so.
How do you say it?
I have no idea.
Lumoise?
In Paris, the one with the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, there's certain areas in that game where if you save in that town, it can corrupt your file.
Okay.
So
noted.
don't save in there. You can
And-
save in the Pokemon Center in there, but if you're just out on the streets, fuck that.
Do you ever save? I find myself rarely saving. I just rely on the autosave.
I save
save
constantly.
And when
almost
I'm done, I
after
just
every
close the
battle.
3DS.
What autosave? What are you talking about?
It doesn't autosave?
No.
Oh,
No.
You don't push X and save?
maybe I should save.
You should
at
save
some
more
point.
often,
Menu?
yeah. Yeah, we've all experienced that where we've played for 5 hours and then the battery died and we didn't realize.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I'm really
shit,
paranoid.
man.
I'm gonna save right now.
Here.
I thought it auto-saved, and I was just like, oh, I'll just close it. And
No,
No,
Michael
it-
scolds me because I'll leave my DS open a lot without thinking.
I'm in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
Oh
no,
God!
you
How can
madman.
save?
Especially because I played Pokemon Red, Blue, and then Yellow, and then I totally just kind of went away from it for a while. Aside from Pokemon Stadium for the 64, which
So
is
good.
amazing.
Which is basically what these games are turning into now.
It really feels like
Yeah.
Pokemon Stadium, especially with the animations and the fighting sequence. Like they bring up everything, and each individual attack has its own special. I mean, it kind of had that in white and black as well. Like they had special
Yeah.
animations for specific attacks, but now it's like this huge, like theatrical performance. Like, oh my God, he's doing flame charge. Oh, he's gonna hit him. Yes, he hit him.
They've
Finally.
come a long way from the first games where it's like, I use tackle, bazoom. I
Yeah.
use flamethrower, bazoom. You know, it's like now it's like
One swift motion.
Yeah.
Check out that motion
now it's
tracking.
fucking
Yeah,
cool
before
shit.
it was just like a sprite that they
Yeah.
enlarge and move closer to the
Pretty
screen.
much, yeah.
Now it actually has a full
It's,
animation.
yeah, it looks
Yeah.
so good now.
It's pretty incredible. But yeah, Mike, I'm used to a Game Boy, and I would leave it around, and you can leave that shit on for quite
Yeah.
some time, and it'd be totally fine. I leave this open, and it comes like inches away from dying, like the red light's blinking notoriously, like please charge me, and Michael just yells at me. He's like, you need to close that. You're gonna lose all your data, you idiot.
Yeah.
Well, the Game Boy
Yeah.
would last forever also because it took like fucking 12 AA's, right?
Yeah,
It was
no
like,
kidding.
the entire thing was just batteries.
Put like a nuclear plant in there. I'm like,
Yeah.
work.
Play Pokemon forever.
I read that Nintendo said that they sold 4 million copies of the game in the first 2 days.
I
believe
believe
it.
it. Yeah.
And
That's
that's
insane.
not just sent to retailers. That's actually like sold, delivered to consumers.
Does that include downloads as well?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Awesome.
So this is kind of funny. So we were at New York Comic Con over the weekend when the game came out, and I only got Wi-Fi in the room once, and it was to download Pokemon. So like the bill for the hotel just said like wireless blah 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 Nintendo 3DS. I was like, well, that's gonna be really transparent.
I wonder what that was.
Like
Like they could tell?
Yeah. I had like the MAC address for my DS and everything on it. Like it knew that like this was the device I was logging into.
That's really weird. Why would they track that? Why would that matter?
I guess it's so because I guess it's like you're buying Wi-Fi for one device.
Yeah, but why would they print 3DS?
I don't know. But
Like, why would they
It
tell
was
you
like
that?
in big bold letters, like Nintendo 3DS. I was
Weird.
like, "Welp, Yvonne's gonna know what I did with the Wi-Fi."
Oops, I spilled coffee on this one little part of the receipt.
So not porn? I'm
No,
just-
well, I mean,
I'm
there is
just
a web
making sure.
browser.
Oh, okay.
So I
Cool.
mean, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that they should charge you less for internet on the 3DS, but it's like, oh no, but you do have a
I do have
a
yeah.
porn portal.
Exactly.
A portal.
A portal? Portal. That sounds like a Pokemon.
But so I bought a digital. What did you do?
Digital.
What did you do?
Digital download too.
Okay.
You have a game in there though.
I do. I have the 3DS Ocarina of Time right now, which is fantastic. I'm trying to get all the Skulltulas right now.
Do you not
'cause
have a
I've-
game in yours?
No.
That seems really
Oh,
unsafe.
you have a game in yours.
Yeah.
What do you have in there?
Star Fox.
I have
Nice.
not purchased a single physical game for my 3DS.
I bought a whole bunch before I discovered digital downloading. So now I haven't bought since then. And I've sold a couple. I'm trying to sell them all. So if anybody wants to buy Star Fox, let me know.
Yeah. I was only going to buy physical copies too, and because I'm the same way, I kind of like having the case, and it's like, it's mine, I own you, I can see that I purchased this. But Michael is the same way. He's like, no, just download it. It'd be absolutely fine. I think I'm just going to stick to that too. Like, I don't
It's
need physical
beautiful.
copies anymore.
It's beautiful.
But was a pain in the ass when I tried to download Pokemon because I have Animal Crossing on here, and of course I only have 1,600 blocks, so it was like, screw you, go get a SD card. So. Luckily, I'm set, but now I have to copy over my data and try to get it on this SD card.
Yeah, that might be hard now that you start playing on it.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works.
I have.
Yeah.
I needed to, Kerry.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wait.
it.
Yeah, whenever I buy like a physical copy of a game, like still for my other consoles,
Yeah.
I immediately come home and then like throw the packaging away and just like keep the
I
disc.
can't do
But
that,
that
man.
has bit me in the ass sometimes, where it's like, oh, I'm gonna go play online. Oh shit, online pass. It's
you-
like, oh shit, I threw it away.
No.
I gotta go through the
You gotta,
trash
you
and dig it
gotta
out.
get your blimp out from in Grand Theft Auto, like from the trash can.
If I had thrown the blimp away, I probably wouldn't have gone back and gotten it.
The blimp's awesome.
I've not used that blimp
oh
once.
really? I used it once. I went really high and then fell without a parachute.
I've
It was
called
fun.
Did
that
you
blimp
enjoy it?
multiple
Yeah.
times and it never shows up.
Really?
So now whenever on my attack chopper and I see it, I just blow it up. Like fuck
It's
that
like,
blimp.
It's right by the airport.
Well, Kerry needs it for work too. I mean,
Yeah.
Kerry's already been in part of GTA 5 Let's Plays. I'm sure there's going to be several, especially with the blimp.
Yeah. I mean the blimp's it's important. I think it's in multiplayer.
It's
I'm
part
not
of
sure.
the family now,
Yeah.
honestly.
Is it a
Blimp
multiplayer?
family.
It's got to be. They've got
Yeah.
all the other aircraft.
I would assume so.
I think
It
so.
probably just costs like $70 billion.
Like
Yeah.
everything else in multiplayer. Did you see the exploit to make money in GTA Online?
Which one? Yeah.
Okay, it was really complicated, so I'm going to see if I can remember it.
All right.
So you start an invite-only GTA Online session.
Okay.
You buy the most expensive motorcycle on the website.
Okay.
Then you put as much customizations into it as you can.
Just make it really expensive.
Right.
Okay.
Then
Valuable.
You take it into Los Santos Customs,
Yeah.
then out, then back in. Then once you're in, you hit start, you go to the Xbox Game Store. Then when that screen comes up, you hit B to back out. And when it backs you out, it sometimes puts you back on the motorcycle in the street. So when you're on the motorcycle in the street, you go back into Los Santos Customs, you sell it. Then as soon as you get the money, you hit start again, go back to the Xbox Game Store, back out. Then it puts you back on the street on the motorcycle.
Oh, shit.
Despite the fact you already got paid for it. So you keep going in. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael and
Sell
Jack
it.
had told me about that. It's basically you're selling and then keeping whatever you just sold so you can, continue the process.
That's fucking
I've
crazy.
heard
fantastic.
rumors supposedly that they're banning people who are doing that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's not good.
So
How could they tell though? I guess are they keeping that
maybe
specific
like
logs?
in the transaction log they see that you still have
sold
the
the
item.
same motorcycle a million times
Right.
in a row. Yeah.
But like that guy's really visiting the game store a lot and then not buying anything and going back into Los Santos Customs.
All these
It's-
bikes look the same.
Yeah. This doesn't make any sense.
That don't make sense.
Going back just a little bit, do you know about the kind of the shitty thing about the Nintendo Store, not DLC, what's the word when it's like
Online store when you're buying stuff?
Yeah, when you buy
Digital
stuff.
goods?
Yeah, but like the
like
DRM,
digital downloads.
the other D word.
Oh, the DRM? What
Yeah.
about the DRM?
So Nintendo's official stance is that if you lose a digital game, it's the same thing as losing as a cart, and they won't reimburse you for
Yeah,
it.
I saw
or
that.
let
They were
you
like,
re-download it.
yeah, they're like losing a digital download is the same thing as losing your physical copy of the game. So why should we have a way for you to re-download all your data? I'm like, what?
Yep. Yeah, so if you lose your DS, which happened to Miles, which is why I had to find out all about this, you're fucked. You have to go buy every game again.
Wow. Yeah,
That's what happened to Ray with his Street Pass stuff too.
Yeah.
That's why he was so pissed he lost it.
Yeah, because that's a lot of stuff to lose.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost Fire Emblem that way.
Oh,
like
really?
this DS used to belong to my wife.
Right.
And she bought the Animal Crossing one, so I took this one. Then in the process of transferring her stuff off of this DS onto the other one, the Fire Emblem
Just went away.
just went away somehow.
What? That sucks.
Or I don't know if it went to her machine and
It
I
probably
didn't
went
get
to-
to keep
it-
it here.
it went to hers,
Then
yeah.
she probably deleted it.
Yeah.
So it's like I bought it. I want to put it back over here, but I couldn't put it back without putting everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully by the next generation after the 2DS XL, there'll be another generation.
Yeah, I wish there was some kind of cloud storage for Nintendo. Like that'd
Yeah.
be
Well,
fantastic.
they're gonna have the Pokemon Bank
Yeah.
What?
I'm
I
here
didn't
for
hear
that.
about that.
Yeah.
starting
Lay it on
in
me.
December, I think.
I think it's like December 5th.
I think it's $5
Yeah.
a year,
$5 a year, and you get like 3,000 slots.
That's awesome.
and it's like cloud storage saving
December
for all your
25th.
for all your Pokemans.
27th.
All of my Pokemans.
Yeah. She was doing this off to the side, and I was like, I don't know what
Ashley's
this means.
like
I can't count.
Ashley's on top of the news. So
Yeah.
she's here fact checking us right
She's
now.
doing the Ferris Bueller thing.
Yeah. So you can store like I think 3,000 Pokemon in that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's
So-
the Pokedex? Sorry, what's the Pokedex for X and Y? Because I was asking Michael about
I
that
think
too.
it's like
Is-
800, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. The
thought it
list I
was
saw
400.
the list I saw so far was only like 400.
Really?
But
I
that's
thought I'd read 800.
I mean, I think that's what it's up to now.
Okay.
But I don't know how many you
Oh,
can actually
gotcha,
catch in
gotcha.
the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if the Pokedex at most is only 800, why are there 3,000 slots? I guess to catch multiple versions of the
Yes.
same Pokemon.
Yeah. It's
Different
also I think
evolutionary
I think it's
forms,
also,
too?
yeah. Well, no, that includes
No?
those too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I think it's mainly for like future proofing too. And so like there's no possible way you could fill that up, and then like the next couple games will still be fine too. You know?
Awesome. I still need to copy over all my white data onto here.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
to do that. I've got a whole bunch in Heart Gold that it takes fucking forever to do, so I'm putting it off.
What legendaries do you have?
In Heart Gold, I think I have all of them except
Nice.
for Mew and Celebi.
I only managed to
those are
catch
hard.
Thundurus in white, but it was pretty
Oh,
awesome.
really?
It
That's
felt
awesome.
good. Yeah. I need to get what is his counterpart that's in black. It's like, again, some play on words like lightningus or like, I can't remember.
Yeah. It's like why there's so many play on word
Cumulus.
names.
There are as the generations have gone on, they started doing that more and more. So I'm interested because it's like a lot of the fun of X and Y for me is the nostalgia from the original Pokemon, which you have none of.
Right, and that's what I said. I think on Monday's RT podcast is like
Yeah.
there's a nostalgia factor there that doesn't hook me, which is why I'm bored by the single player.
They're playing
believe
it
it.
pretty hardcore, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I was saying to you, especially since I started with red, blue, and white, and then I completely went away and came back. Like Michael says too, and I agree, it's the best time for me to come back in because
Yeah.
everyone's been waiting. They're like, damn, one day they'll update those graphics. Ugh. And then it all just came suddenly with X and Y, and everyone's freaking out about it. And it's like a completely new game for me. It doesn't feel, aesthetically, it doesn't feel like I'm playing Pokemon. I said it kind of feels like Animal Crossing to me. It's
Yeah.
top down, like, you know.
It feels a lot more RPG-ish for
Yes.
some reason to me.
I also am a little thrown off by the fact that there's not a lot of 3D in it. Like it's only 3D
Yeah.
really in the battle.
Yeah.
And in a game like Animal Crossing, everything's 3D, and it's the same look, like you said. It's that top down.
Top down, but in 3D. I mean, the other Pokemon
Yeah,
games
it's like,
are
well,
top
yeah.
down.
like it's really like a 3/4 view
yeah,
or
a
something.
45-degree angle.
And
I-
it's
I-
the same thing. It's like, and it's really weird to me that
The whole
there
game is
isn't
not 3D.
very much 3D. But I wonder if this is the beginning of their transition to support the 2DS and not make the 2DS feel like it's left out, since the 2DS does not have 3D
That's a good
support.
point. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you don't have to use it all the time. It's not even there. I got worried at first because I was running around the normal world. I was like, why isn't this 3D? Is
I
my
was the
thing
same way.
broken? Like, oh god. And I got into battle. I was like, oh okay.
Normally, I
everything's fine.
turn the 3D off, especially because I always play my 3DS in like weird places. I'll be like lying on the couch weirdly, or like hanging out on the floor reading a magazine. I'm like, oh, I'll play my 3DS.
Under a cabinet, just,
yeah,
like,
you know,
upside down.
in Carrie's bed. I don't know.
Whoa.
But
neighbors.
Who knows? Yeah, I mean, she comes over. It's fine.
I'm with Lily in there.
Yeah.
Okay, not
she was
Carrie.
she was cat sitting for me.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have some photos if you want to see some sweet selfies.
I'd
Oh,
love
yeah.
to
That
see cat photos.
Yeah, you know.
Linked up.
Yeah, this is the internet. Here, let me read this thing. Let's be honest. Your Halloween costume idea really isn't going to impress anyone. Before you waste a bunch of time and money and dignity dressing up like Miley Cyrus, check out Digital Duds at dominatehalloween.com. Digital Duds uses simple smartphone technology to give you costume options that will blow people's minds all night. Download the free Digital Duds app, order a special t-shirt off their website, and with your mobile device, you can have a heart beating inside a bloody, gaping hole in your chest, and it looks completely real. Ew. Old school costumes are out. To dominate the Halloween party this year, you've got to go digital. Just go to dominatehalloween.com and check out the demos. Make sure you need to order now in time for Halloween and before they sell out, because they've got over 7 million views on YouTube for this idea. Just go to dominatehalloween.com. And you can see they were kind enough to donate a few
We're all repping right now.
a few of the shirts to us.
Your shirt's really freaking
Yeah.
me out. Like Carrie's is okay because it's one giant eyeball and it's comical, but yours, I keep forgetting it's not a still image. I'm like, oh, it moved.
Yeah,
Oh.
look at the face camera.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I got
with,
some
with
guts.
Lindsay's, if you like move it, yeah, like a fist
Yeah.
comes out and like
fucking
rips
crazy.
the guts. And then you can see
You
like
rip
a,
out my
a heart.
small intestine. Do it, hand.
So that one's really cool because it's motion activated.
It's
So yeah, all
beating.
you do is you just load the app, and then load the app on your phone, or you could probably fit an iPad Mini in there, and then
Yeah,
just
you
stick it
probably
in
could,
behind the
actually.
shirt, and then that acts as the screen for whatever.
Yeah, it's cool. You
animations
can
are
like
there.
scale it to like make it match.
I
Yeah.
like that earlier Gus was playing on his 3DS and the man on his shirt was also looking down at his 3DS. Like playing.
But it's really cool. I walked around the studio, and then I hear to the annex and was like, "Whoa, are the eyes moving on that thing?"
Yeah.
It really
Yeah, it
really
is.
stands out.
The future is now. It's funny too because Brandon came in and was talking. He's like, "Oh, is that what kids are doing nowadays?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Old man Brandon made an
Yeah.
appearance.
He kind of hobbled
Crazy
over, dropped his
kids.
cane on the way. But yeah, it's really awesome that this is now Halloween. I remember when there were just like pictures of skeletons in someone's house, and as a kid, I was like, "Oh, scary!"
Or just
scary
like
skeletons.
that pressed cheap plastic mask and like that like trash bag cape and shit like that.
Yeah.
Did you ever like put fake limbs and stuff on your front, like either your front lawn or like you know they do pickup trucks, they'll have an arm hanging out of the back or something
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
We would do like
Yeah,
a
that's
skeleton
the best.
sometimes. Yeah.
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 Or
My-
like family members would hide and scare kids. I don't know if you guys did that or
Yeah.
were the person. That's even better.
We used to had like a because my dad and I were taekwondo, so we had this like, it was kind of like a punching bag, but it was like
You
the shape
attack
of a
trick-or-treaters?
torso. So we would
Get
like
off my lawn.
put that in the window with like a robe over it, like it was the Grim Reaper.
That's awesome.
Yeah, fucking scared that shit away.
Did you make
But then
anyone
like my
cry?
cats would like jump up next to
Oh.
it and be like, "Oh, the delusion's gone now."
Well, cats aren't afraid. Cats have a different Grim Reaper,
That's
right?
true. Yeah. Do they?
Like
Is that a thing?
it's like a cat with 9 sides. Like
Just,
one
like,
for
gets
each
them all
life.
at once.
Yeah, it's like you're out, bitch. Like no matter how many lives they've got left, they can still
That's fucking
they can
awesome.
still take care of business.
Always there.
Speaking of cats,
Cats.
so Watch Dogs got delayed.
It
till,
did?
Yeah, spring of 2014.
Holy shit. Okay.
That sucks.
I don't know if it was I think it was yesterday or the day before. Yesterday. That
Interesting.
They announced it's going to be delayed till spring 2014.
Just for more production or
Yeah, I think they said they wanted to make sure it was the best possible experience.
more testing.
So I know some people were really concerned because they ordered like Watch Dogs bundles for like launch consoles.
Oh yeah.
And they didn't. So they're still kind of in limbo. I know Amazon said they're going to ship the console and they'll
They'll
ship
just
the game later
add
when
Watch
it's
Dogs
ready.
later.
Yeah.
Because it probably wasn't like a real bundle. It was like just like a
Right. It
tacked
wasn't
on
like a
bundle.
branded
Yeah.
console.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that should work. Yeah.
I guess you could still have like an IOU card, like here's your console, but turn this in later to get your copy of the game.
Yeah.
Sweet,
Yeah.
thanks.
Or if they're smart, it's like here's just a digital code. Well, you can just download the game.
Well,
day
yeah. I
one.
mean, the
That's-
PS4 and Xbox One will
Yeah.
have day one download. So
yeah, beautiful.
Ubisoft also delayed The Crew till April 2014. Or
Interesting. I hadn't heard of that one yet.
Yeah, I haven't heard the crew either.
they talked about it at E3.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Yeah.
Crew.
Do you think I watch news? Come on.
I'm already rolling
I
with
should.
my crew, Gus.
So
Carrie's on it.
they announced those 2 delays, and they also announced. I guess this was all part of their earnings conference call, and they had some bad earnings news as a result
Really?
of pushing games out to next year.
Yeah.
And they also said that Rayman and Splinter Cell Blacklist did not perform as well as they hoped.
Really?
Splinter Cell Blacklist is great. I mean, the Let's Plays we've been doing, they're really, graphically, they look fantastic. I love all the
Yeah.
stealth missions that you guys do are fantastic. Well, Kerry helps. He's been editing
been
ones
editing
with Jeff
the
and
co-op
Gavin.
ones. Yeah.
And they've been going through the main co-op missions, and I think it looks
Yeah,
like
I've got to
a
say,
really
like, because
fun game.
I used to play the original Splinter Cells and I liked them, and I kind of like got away from them.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's makes me want to play it again because it looks good.
Yeah, and this one's. I said it already. This one's fucking hard.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like it's like. What was the last one? I know I played Conviction. Was Conviction the most recent one?
I think there's one between them. I could be wrong. I'm not sure.
And I remember having a blast with that one, but I do not
Yeah.
remember it being nearly as hard as
Yeah.
Blacklist is.
Blacklist, cause like I've been just watching Jeff and Gavin play, and it might be because it's Gavin, but they've been having a lot of trouble. It's very hard.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Gavin's literally walking in front of soldiers who are
Yeah.
standing on guard.
Yeah. He's just like, and then he runs
How
back.
did he see me? I don't know. You were right next to him, Gavin, holding his fallen comrade on your back.
But I've also heard like really good things about Rayman too. I'm surprised.
Yeah, and I mean, Rayman was supposed to come out earlier in the year, and they
Right.
delayed it because it was going to be a Wii U exclusive. They delayed it so it would be available on multi-platform.
Right.
It's like then no one bought it.
Yeah. It's like they got on more
Well,
platforms.
not no one.
Yeah.
It just didn't perform as well as they hoped.
as well as they hoped. Yeah.
True. Do you drone when you play Splinter Cell?
No.
No, you're not a droner.
No.
Is that the
I wanna
term?
drone.
Is that
Yeah,
the kids
you
are doing?
drone. You drone now.
Yeah. They're wearing these shirts and droning.
Don't come in. I'm droning.
Mom, get out!
I told you to knock.
I just want to drone with
I
you.
got my
honey.
drone out.
Gross.
Detonate that shit.
I also saw that the Xbox One and the Xbox One at E3 announced that you'd be able to have real names associated with your gamer tag.
Oh,
So
and I guess
interesting.
that feature's not going to be available at launch.
Yeah.
What?
I guess it's going to come in a little
Yeah.
later.
That's
Apparently,
interesting.
people are upset about that. I don't see the problem. I mean, I'm fine with still registering and
that's-
just my gamer tag, and then later on having that feature enabled. It does suck that they announced that it would be coming out with that, and they've delayed it. But I don't understand why people are like genuinely upset that that's not a feature
That was a
now.
big thing when the Blizzard forums started using real names
Oh,
instead of
right.
gamer tags. Or instead of online names, whatever. It's like people went up in arms because it was like, I'm anonymous for a reason. Like,
Yeah.
I've been saying some shit. This is bad.
Yeah, I would think it would be the other way around. They're trying to. I've heard their rumors are doing that with YouTube as well. They're trying to register people who have to register their names before they put a comment to try and reduce some of the crazy comments you get on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, well, it
But-
consistently asks me to convert
yeah,
like my account
Yeah.
to
Nope.
display real name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
like, no, I don't want to do that.
Supposedly, they're trying to make it so that you absolutely have to use your real name whenever you leave a comment. And I was like,
So it's going to be
Yeah.
a lot of like Butts McGee.
yeah, I won't even care. I'll be like, hi, I'm Lindsay Tuggey.
But it'll probably tie up with your if it's
Gmail.
like if it's YouTube, it'll probably tie with like your Gmail or any other account
Yeah.
you have. So it's like you send email as Butts McGee also, and
I'll do that. I don't care. That sounds fun.
but it'll be it's unified across the platform. But I'm in a weird place with that, I guess, where
Yeah.
I don't care. I'd be okay with that, but it's only because people already know
Right.
who I am and what my
Yeah.
handle is.
We're in
It's
a
not
little bit different
secret.
position.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it would be handy for me, especially as they increase the friends list from 100 to 1,000, to keep track of people.
Right.
Because sometimes I'll look at a gamer tag and be like, who was that again?
Yeah.
Like, do I know that person? Like,
And then,
oh,
you, and then
right.
you delete them, and then you run into them a week later. They're like, "What the fuck, man?" And you're like, "I'm sorry, I didn't realize that you were
We're
Power
not
Ranger
friends
69
anymore."
or something."
Yeah, I went through
XXO.
I went through a purge of my friends list recently.
Really?
Like
Did I
one
make
Feels
night.
good, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're
hope
still
so.
friends.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Like it was like what I said. Like if I couldn't remember the name,
Oh,
if I
okay.
looked at it and I was like, I really have no idea who this
Yeah.
was.
You just nixed them.
Yeah, I just got rid of them.
Have you accidentally friended people? Like someone sent you a friend request and you just, without thinking, like you pushed A too fast. And you're like, oh, you're on my friends list now.
Well,
Shit.
I think
I was capturing the other day when I was playing the Grand Theft Auto campaign, and some person would not stop sending me party requests.
yeah.
It was like, oh my god, it's just like every fucking 5 seconds. I was fucking
Offline,
driving me
maybe?
crazy. Yeah, I had to go offline.
Yeah, I can't stand that. That's what my friends used to do that when they really wanted me to play, but they knew I didn't want to. They would just keep spamming it over and over again.
Yeah, hopefully there's better fine-tuned controls for that. Isn't there also? I read something that people will be able to follow your status. It's almost like in the dashboard as you're playing games and doing things, it generates status updates that other people can follow without being your friends.
Yeah, they're
like
adding
achievements you've recently achieved.
Yeah.
Or like applications you're launching.
Awesome.
They're basically adding
games you're
Twitter.
playing. Yeah.
Like it's an Xbox Twitter.
Right, like an
essentially.
Xbox exclusive Twitter that
Yes.
automatically tells your followers what you're doing with the Xbox.
That's
Right.
what Raptor's for. Come on.
I hate those Raptor notifications.
It is annoying when that's the only thing that someone ever tweets. I'm like, I get it that you're playing right now. Thank you very much. But come on, tell me about your life. Are you
Yeah.
reading a book? Are you playing with cats? What are you doing?
Well,
that's
with
not
Connect,
this?
it can see what
We
you're
can
doing in
blend
the
these
room.
worlds.
Yeah. Oh, he's eating food right now.
That should be a game.
Yeah.
Feed the cat.
Oh, he's masturbating. Oh.
Oh,
They'd have that update a lot.
Yeah.
that's a dangerous game.
Did either of you ever play Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
I am.
You struck me as a Kingdom Hearts player.
Yeah, I was strictly Nintendo for a long time, especially in high school. And then especially after working here, I was like, God, I was so wrong.
Yeah.
Why?
I was waiting till 1.5 came out, and now I'm still waiting because I'm still busy.
Yeah.
But I heard they announced 2.5. Right?
Yeah, they announced 2.5, which I think is what we're
here's
showing up
trailer.
there right now.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
so good.
And they also they showed gameplay for Kingdom Hearts 3 as well.
Oh, they showed gameplay finally.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It's not very much. It's like running around. It looks like in an amusement park, like in a Disney theme park.
Okay.
And I think they're riding a roller coaster around
Yeah.
this giant stone thing.
The
Well, they're like
Magic
fighting and shit. That's awesome.
Magic Mountain Express or something like that. I
Yes.
can't remember what the name of the ride is, but it's the
think
one
that's
in
what it was.
California. Nice. If I just nailed it, that's amazing.
I'm pretty
That was
sure that's what
like,
it
I
is.
That's
just
awesome.
pulling out of my ass.
But it reminds me of like Shadow of the Colossus, like fighting this giant thing.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are fighting the Titans, which are also. Have you played Kingdom
I've
Hearts?
not played
Or-
Kingdom
okay,
Hearts.
yeah.
I'm please
Yeah,
enlighten me.
Yeah.
well, I love Disney as well, so it was like the perfect blend of Square Enix love and love for Disney put together into a game. So they have things like you fight in Hercules' Coliseum for a part of one of the worlds that you go to in Kingdom Hearts is Hercules Coliseum, and you fight all the Titans, and that's what you're seeing is the mythological Titans from the movie Hercules, and those are bosses in the game. So I'm really glad that
That's
those are
fucking
making
awesome.
a comeback. Yeah,
Do you think we'll see Star Wars characters in Kingdom Hearts?
I hope so. God, that'd be so cool.
I think it's Gray and Patrick next door have a bet of how long it's gonna take to see Star Wars. I don't think it's gonna show up until about 5.
Huh?
Star Wars showing up in Kingdom Hearts games.
Oh, okay. Until Kingdom Hearts 5?
Yeah,
But they're
I-
working on 3 right now.
maybe 4 then. There's not gonna be anything at all in
In
3.
3.
Well, when's Star
thi-
Wars Episode 7?
Because the other question
gonna
is
be
Marvel
released?
too. Is when is Marvel
Oh,
stuff gonna
that's
start showing
true.
up too?
Yeah.
Marvel definitely happened before Star Wars, I think.
That's true.
But
But it
I'm-
might coincide with the release date, like I said.
It
for
could
Star Wars
also,
7.
yeah.
You could
So,
have Mickey Mouse, Iron Man, and a Jedi all fighting side by side.
Holy shit.
that would be incredible.
Doth Mouse.
No, they started churning out that stuff right away after
They did.
Disney acquired Star Wars.
Yeah, there's that one picture of George Lucas where he's like surrounded by like a whole bunch of Disney characters dressed up as Star Wars characters, but his face like he looks like he want to kill himself. He's just
That
like,
day,
like, oh, I did this, huh?
it happened.
It's really fucking funny.
I will clarify, I want them to put Star Wars characters into Kingdom Hearts, but certain ones. Don't put Han Solo in there. Don't put Princess Leia in there.
No, you're totally gonna have Goofy
don't
as
put
Han
Luke
Solo.
in there.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Donald
Just
Duck's
don't.
gonna be.
Just put like Jar
gonna be
Jar in there, and I'll be
Greedo.
like, oh, cool.
Who shot
Okay.
first?
You're already a Disney character. Cool.
I can't wait till they put Jar Jar in there. That's gonna be so good.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're gonna see all those characters that you
Yep.
hate.
Misa
Yep.
finding the Keyblade.
Oh God,
Awful. Like, just stop.
it's
That's
gonna
the worst.
happen though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing.
Michael and I were playing Kingdom Hearts 2 though, because he got the HD remix for 1.5
Yeah.
after game 1, which looks beautiful. The gameplay is exactly the same storyline. It was just a rehashing of the graphics. But it's fantastic. And again, there's that nostalgia factor. I used to play a lot as a kid, and now I'm seeing it. And it's beautiful, and it feels like I'm playing, Ocarina of Time for the 3DS when Link has a face now. I'm like, oh my god, you actually have facial features. This is
He's just not like a
incredible.
polygons coming to a point.
Your nose isn't a triangle anymore.
Yeah.
What's happening? Yeah, but we started playing 2 after that, and we're like, okay, we just finished up 1.5. Let's just start with 2. I've gone through half of it. I didn't ever finish the storyline, and now, we stopped. We'll just wait for the remix to come out.
What
That's
system was that on that you were playing?
PS3.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was still PlayStation exclusive.
I
But
think-
isn't
I
3
think so.
coming out to Xbox
It
One
is.
also?
I think so. Yeah. I don't think it's an exclusive anymore.
Okay.
Which is I think pissed off a lot of Sony fans because it was like one of their last exclusives that they were holding on to.
Mm.
I feel like exclusives are kind of going away. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it was,
Final
it
Fantasy
was
is no
weird
longer
to have
exclusive.
Square Enix making an exclusive. Like, the only people who really make exclusives anymore, it seems like, are the first-party
Right.
developers and publishers themselves.
Yeah. Like you had like Rayman who was gonna be and then they weren't anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But like Final Fantasy stopped being an exclusive. Kingdom Hearts has stopped being exclusive. I mean, We've got Halo.
Well, yeah,
Mass
it's
Effect. I mean,
just Square Enix versus Microsoft Game Studios for
Yeah.
343.
I remember Monty freaking out when they were saying that it wasn't going to be exclusives and it was launching on the Xbox One too. And Monty was like, "Oh man, I don't have to play." Like Monty is huge into Kingdom Hearts 2. There was that tiny gameplay trailer of the 1.5 remix at E3, and there's probably like. It was a really, really short teaser trailer. There's probably like maybe 10 seconds of actual like featured gameplay, and Monty just like lost his mind. He was like, "Oh my god, look at this! It's amazing!"
Yeah, I think he was running around, right?
Yeah, he texted me. It was like 11:30 at night. He's like, "Have you seen this trailer yet?" I'm like, "I'm at home right now. I'm doing my thing, planning some stuff. But yeah, I'll check out this trailer." Like, yes.
Yeah, that's let me get out of bed. I'm gonna go look at this right now.
For you,
give me a
Mr.
few
Ohms.
minutes.
I gotta stop cat sitting real quick.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go look at this trailer.
Well, you never stop.
Well, for him,
sitting.
it's the middle of the day, so
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's Monty's noon.
it's offset. Did you see that BioWare said that that there will be more Mass Effect, but that it's not going to be obviously about Shepard,
Interesting.
and
Shepard.
that they want to make sure it doesn't feel like a spin-off, like it's just not like a spin-off of the existing story. So they want it to be like a strong enough story to stand on its own, set in the Mass Effect universe.
So they want to do like Mass Effect Part 2, like another entire story.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
like you can think of this like encapsulated story as being done, and now there's going to be a new story set with the same rules. and
Much
the same-
like Digimon Season 3 was in the same universe as 1 and 2, but not with the same characters.
I think
Am
that was the
right?
exact comparison he was gonna make.
Gus wants to murder me.
I have no idea what's going on.
I thought you were like, shut up. Don't
Yeah.
You mentioned Digimon on here.
The Digimon's so good.
Yeah, it is.
So
It
what's
makes
the difference
sense.
between Digimon and Pokemon?
Oh man, so much.
This is a
Obviously it's just made by different people, right?
It's made by
It's
different
like
people.
Transformers GoBots.
The biggest thing, and Pokemon has actually
tweaked
started
it.
doing this now, is that before, like in Digimon, one, it's all in digital world. Digimon.
what does that mean?
Like
Okay.
you go into the computer.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're like it's not the internet, but it's kind of implied that like here's where
Oh,
internet
It's-
creatures
it's
or
the-
data
real quick,
Do it.
stays.
It's the inner knot.
Yeah. Oh, the internet.
Spelled like N-A-U-G-H-T.
Yeah, they're nautical.
but
they
like-
go underwater.
The biggest thing is like in Digimon, there's like their normal evolution, whatever you want to call it, and they evolve in battle and then they go back, which is
Yeah.
what Mega Evolutions are in Pokemon now. But that's all Digimon do. Like they don't stick at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so they just go
always
back to the normal
yeah.
kind.
I was excited too that Kerry mentioned that they had incorporated that into Pokemon too, because I think that's a really cool system. It seems, I mean, it's really awesome to level up and get your characters into that range, but then I mean to add on extra features and kind of like it's like an armor upgrade or a weapon upgrade that you can use for a battle, take it away, but then you still get it for the next battle. It's not
Yeah.
like a one use kind of thing, which is fantastic.
That's a
But
cool
is it a
system.
consumable thing? Like in order to do the evolution in Digimon, do you have to have like something you eat or some shit you use up?
No? Well, I mean, if you want to go by the lore, Gus, you have to have the crests or the Digivices if you're the Digi-destined. But,
Yeah.
you know.
Those are all real words.
Yes.
She's not making that up.
I have
the
no
thing.
idea what's happening over here. I asked for an
let's-
explanation, and it's just like,
Let's
whoa.
get you incorporated into
Woof.
Pokemon first, then we'll work on
Yeah.
Digimon.
Okay.
I will
Yeah,
say-
and then we'll get to Yu-Gi-Oh.
What? That's a different thing?
Yes. You have so much to learn, Gus, especially since you're starting on Pokemon. You never
Yeah.
watched the animated series of Pokemon, did you?
No, I missed
You
out.
should watch. There's because they did the original animated series, but then they also just like recently did a single movie that's called Pokemon Origin. That it went back and because the anime was kind of based differently from the games, but they did an anime that was based solely on the games. It was like an hour-long special.
So it's like it's like a spin-off of a spin-off almost?
kind of. It's like they started with a spin-off and now they're doing the original like they're supposed to. Yeah, but it's an hour-long anime about Pokemon Red basically.
Okay.
So it's a cool thing to watch if you want to watch an anime about Pokemon. Which
No,
I know
I
you
don't.
do.
I don't. I'm totally happy. I'm totally
I think it
content
would get
right
you
now.
into it, the originals more. I think you would understand the process.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Here,
Why
let me
red
read
hates
this.
blue?
Let me read this thing here. You've probably tried Hulu.com. Now with Hulu Plus, you can watch your favorite shows anytime, anywhere. Hulu Plus lets you watch thousands of hit TV shows and a selection of acclaimed movies on your television or on the go with your smartphone or tablet. And it all streams in HD for the best viewing experience. With Hulu Plus, you can watch your favorite current TV shows like SNL, Community, and Red vs. Blue. You can also check out exclusive content including Hulu originals like The Awesome starring SNL Seth Meyers and Moon Boy starring Chris O'Dowd from Bridesmaids. Hulu Plus also offers a great selection of acclaimed films. For only $7.99 a month, you can stream as many TV shows and movies as you want, wherever you want. Right now, you can try Hulu Plus for free for 2 weeks when you go to huluplus.com/roosterteeth. It's a special offer for everyone watching and listening. Make sure you go to huluplus.com/roosterteeth so you get your extended free trial. So check it out.
Yes. I'm not playing Pokemon right now.
You all
Yeah, me
fucking, as
either.
soon as I start talking, I'll start playing Pokemon.
I'm not sending out my
Froggy.
brazen. No.
I think going to Pokemon Amie.
Why would I do that? You started with Fennekier too, right?
I see. I started with him, and
Yeah.
now he's Brazen or Breakson.
I was
got
like
BRAIX,
Braxton. I assume it's brazen since it's supposed to be like, I'm brazen fighter, but yeah, it was
So
very.
what's the deal with the stick up his ass?
Yeah, I
Is there
heard
stick
you-
up his ass? I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right here. Look, like literally, and you can see it. Well, now that we switched camera angles, haha.
And he like whenever you cast certain spells, he pulls it out and it's on fire, and he
Yeah.
like shoots fire at people,
It's-
then like sticks it right back in his
Whenever
butt.
you
See,
use
that's what
Ember
they did in Harry Potter too. That's where
Yeah.
they kept them.
for embers, yeah, he like summons it like a wizard spell's awesome, like Wingardium Leviosa. But
so
then
cool.
flame charges, he engulfs himself in flame, like physically shoots his body toward him. But I heard you talking to Ashley and Bernie yesterday, and it was really funny because I didn't hear any Pokemon you had mentioned, but you were like, yeah, it's really weird. He's got like this stick in his butt now, and I immediately knew what you were talking about. I was like, oh, brazen, of course, yes.
What'd you guys pick as your other starters?
I got Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the best
I
one.
am going with Squirtle.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got Froggy and Bulbasaur.
Yeah, and I was telling Carrie too. I was trying to get. Oh, sorry, I apologize. I'm sending out Ember right now on this Panpour.
No, it's very
Oh,
important.
yeah.
Is
That's,
not very
that's super
effective,
ineffective. That's
but-
why I got.
yeah.
That's why I got Bulbasaur.
But I'm level
was because
20. This dude's
when-
like 3.
Whenever I encountered water types, I was like, oh, I need some grass
Yeah.
type to fucking get around that
So you
shit.
understand the system now. Did you get the event Pokemon?
The event, the Torchic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Torchic.
Okay, good. You can
Nice.
get that until like January.
Listen to me,
I
I'm fucking talking like I know what's
Yeah,
going on.
yeah. That's good.
You got the lingo. I didn't know about the Torchic until Carrie told me about it, actually.
Yeah, I think even until January.
Well,
so you got a
because
while.
there's no easy way to get to the menu. I found like that main screen where you redeem Torchic. You have to quit the game.
Yeah.
Left, right, and start.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a soft reset. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck. Yeah, I just know those things.
I backed
You
out
you
of the
don't-
game,
Like,
like-
they don't tell you that anywhere.
I backed out like 3 times without even thinking. I just started the game over. I was like, oh, damn it. I didn't get my Torchic. Okay, back out again.
Yeah, it's like I feel like because with the DS especially, it's like you close it all the time. You almost never go to the menu.
Yeah.
If you're just
Right.
playing Pokemon, you just save, close.
Or suspend your
Or in
software.
Gus's,
Yeah.
just close.
Just close.
Never save.
I thought it autosaved.
No, there's-
I can't believe it doesn't autosave.
God, no.
That seems like a design
Just
flaw.
close.
No, because it's like you never know if you're gonna fuck up and you need to go back. Because there's only one save slot. You can't. There's no like.
Yeah, I noticed that. You can't also have like multiple playthroughs.
Nope.
No. You got to
Nope.
push, and if you want to restart your saves, you got to push B, Y, X at the same time, left and right, and then start.
They make it
or
really
no,
hard
up on
to
the
restart
D-pad.
the game.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make it really hard to restart the game.
Yeah, and I had chosen Froakie as my first starter, and I got probably like 5 hours in, and then I was like, Michael has the exact same lineup, and he was going to do the same thing. Start with Froakie, get Charmander, and then just, acquire everything else. But I wanted those two. I was like, I'll
Yeah.
start over. I'll get Fennekier first. And then I was like, how in the hell do I restart this game?
Yeah, you always have to Google it.
Have
Yeah.
you seen that Adam Baird has all of the starters?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to do that, and then because we work in this office. But see, like what I used to do is I did the same thing he did. Was I buy both games and just trade them, like restart the game over and over again, trade myself. But now we have all the people in the office. We just get a Ditto, fuck the shit out of it, and trade eggs with each other. So it's
Yeah.
a lot easier.
Ray has a Ditto. Well, he doesn't have a Ditto yet because apparently you get it in the 8th gym is when you get your Ditto.
I think somebody traded to him.
Oh yeah, really?
just
okay.
waiting on Fly
Oh
now,
okay, cool.
yeah.
I thought he'd. I
Yeah.
mean, it's Ray.
Yeah.
He probably beat the whole fucking game the first night.
No, I think I saw him ask for it on Twitter.
Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah.
did.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he's gonna be, the Ditto whore as he claims it,
Yeah.
and we all go to see it and have our fun ways, and then we
Yes.
get Pokemon.
So what does that do? You see a Ditto and it.
No, so you can put 2 Pokemon in the daycare center together,
Okay, yeah, I did that.
and while they're in the daycare, they'll like go up in levels. But they can also, if they're male and female, just like together.
Can it be any Pokemon?
Any 2 Pokemon will do it, and I can't remember. This is totally wrong, so somebody's gonna have to look this up. But it's either like it always takes. I think it's the breed of the female, but some of the moves from the male or some of the stats from the male. I don't remember exactly how it is. But if it's a Ditto, it just copies it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thus,
so
Ditto.
you just put in your starter and a Ditto.
So do
It
you
does
have to
this.
go back to that daycare to get them?
Yeah,
that
you
how
do.
sex works, Carrie?
Yeah,
That seems
that's it.
like that's one of the things that's annoying to me. So it's also like I planted a bunch of berries.
Right.
It's like, do I have to go back to that fucking farm every so often to water it?
This
And-
is why you get Fly, because then you can fly around everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to get.
That's
through
how I
it.
went back to other daycare centers, but I would drop them off to level up. I've never made it before, so I'm really excited. This is
Yeah.
like the first time. Ooh. I'm raising this stud.
Yeah, Ditto just turns into like basically like the Pokemon whore, so you can get all the eggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
exciting.
It's made of like jelly.
Have you seen that? It's an animation that's been going around on Reddit, but it's a little comic pixel, and someone drops off an Eevee at the daycare center. They're like, "Okay, bye, have fun," and then the Eevee turns around. And there's like this disgusting
Yeah.
Ditto. It's like smoking a cigarette, like, "I'm ready for you." And Eevee goes, "What are you?" And Ditto goes, "I can be whatever you want me to be." I was like,
So
"Oh
gross.
God."
I've seen that. Yeah. But yeah, so now it's really easy to get all the starters.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he I think Adam went through and started the game multiple times.
That's the other way to
Yeah,
do it. Is you
trading
just
back
keep
and forth.
restarting trade, restarting.
But
Poor
you have to play for
other
like an
Adam,
hour
though.
to get to the second starter.
Yep.
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah. And he did it for both him and Ellis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who unfortunately chose the wrong starter, realized that he wouldn't get Zapdos was his
It was
favorite.
Zapdos, yeah.
And he was just like lost. He
Yeah.
went to go
He
find
had a little
Carrie's-
mental breakdown yesterday.
He did.
I had to
He-
hold him and like stroke his back.
Yeah, he came into the studio
He
and
cooed.
it sounded like he had really like either
Yeah.
lost something important to him, like a computer broke, or maybe he lost his 3DS in general. I was like, oh, that sucks. What a crap day. And
Or
he's
like his mom died.
yeah, you know,
like it was
something
bad.
important. And he's like, Carrie, I can't get my Zapdos. Carrie, I cannot get that Zapdos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd been playing for quite a bit too.
30 hours.
He's gonna
He's
restart.
got 40 hours in.
Oh wow. Even more.
He's not gonna restart now.
Oh, he's not.
No, he's gonna wait till he beats the game, trade off a whole bunch of Pokemon, then restart.
Didn't someone trade him already for a Zapdos?
No, I
thought they
tweeted about
tweeted
it trying to get
yeah.
him one, but I couldn't do it. Do you know what
Sad day.
the problem was?
No.
Basically, there's these 3 legendary birds from the first game: Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres.
Do you see the connection there?
Oh no, don't
No.
stress.
Oh.
Yeah. So clever. And depending on which starter you picked, you can catch one of them.
Okay.
And his favorite one is Zapdos, but he was only going to be able to get Articuno.
You had to start with Fennekin for that, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I was gonna say we're
I know
set up
because
to
he was
get
he
it.
was mad at
Yeah.
me because I did start with Fennekin.
Yeah. So
I thought about trading
his
him,
like
but
life
it's
ended
way
in front
later.
of his hands and his eyes.
I feel like he's the kind of guy who would have done a lot of research ahead of time. and
Nobody
been
knew.
prepared for
That's the
that.
thing. Nobody knew because this is the first one that came out internationally. Normally Japan gets it first. We get all the information, and so when we're ready to go.
Gotcha.
But this is the
Global
first one's been
release.
international. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's like fuck. There's Pokemon's here. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering, like,
Sad day.
there's like that little in the lower screen. There's like that little thing, the PSS, where
Yeah.
like when you connect to the internet, it just like streams people by. I swear to God, every single person that goes by is Japanese.
Yes. I turned that off immediately.
I was like, I,
stopped
don't understand
doing-
what anyone's saying. It's like, oh, and then occasionally a Korean person.
Yeah. No, I
Awesome.
just turned that off so it's just local people.
Oh, you can do that. Okay.
Yeah. If you just turn your wireless off, but if you turn it the button
Internet
off,
off in the game. but
right,
leave the
but you leave the
on.
wireless on, it'll just do local people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Lindsay and Michael.
I'll find you.
Yeah.
Mhm. Basically.
Yeah, I just see them like we're like in our own apartments. Just go,
Ray's too
nice.
far away.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the nice.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
Oh, it's not just once.
No.
You can do as much as you want.
Yeah.
Every time you push it, it just goes across the other person's screen. Nice.
Really?
Yeah. It's so
I
dumb.
wondered what that was.
It's
I thought
encouraging.
I thought it was like a system to keep favorites, so you could like sort your list and
No.
see
No.
people you prefer.
Nope. You can just say nice.
Oh,
It's
that's
fun.
pointless and stupid.
It's
Do
just
you
a
ever
little way to be like,
return
yeah.
any custom greetings too? Because I feel like I customize every single me greeting
Street
whenever I
Pass?
Street Pass. Yeah.
I
Even if I
do-
meet multiple times.
I did it the first time I meet somebody, and then I stopped doing it.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to do it, and now I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just trying to get through it as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I had a bad experience with Street Pass in New York Comic Con, where I realized that you can't get new panels unless you turn Spot Pass on,
Right.
and I did not know that.
Oh.
So I thought my game was broken, so I deleted all 7 of my first panels.
Oh my god.
So
And
I had-
how full were they?
They're a full 105 out of 105
What?
on the first 7. So I just deleted it, thinking like, oh, this will surely fix my problem.
And it didn't.
It
Harry,
did
no.
not. I updated, didn't fix my problem, and then I went Spot Passes off. What is this? God damn it. So
Gonna start over.
I gotta start all over.
God, that sucks.
Yeah, but now I've got new panels.
Did
so-
it? That doesn't clear your Find Me progress.
No,
does
they're
it?
separate.
Okay.
Yeah, you can delete them independently.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was nice. But fuck, I'm so mad at myself.
Sorry.
I just didn't read.
I can give you some pieces.
Yeah,
We'll hook up. It'd be
see
cool.
now I'm like actually like industry pass. And I just walk around everybody like.
I hate people who don't have fucking puzzle pieces.
Yeah, no.
the bane of my
I feel
existence.
bad because I used to not have them. Like I
And
feel,
now you definitely don't have them.
well, I've got like 80 now.
I didn't
Something.
understand how puzzle pieces work the first time. I started my Street Pass when we were filming the Gauntlet, and I got like 10 people at once. I was like, ah, sweet, I have 10 friends. Hooray, I know how to do this Street Pass thing. And I didn't even like know about the puzzle pieces at all. So I just was like, okay, cool, I've met you, thanks, bye. And then someone was like, oh, sweet, did you get all those puzzle pieces or play the, Find Me? I'm like, no.
The fuck is that shit?
No, I didn't. And one of the first people I met was Bernie, who's like crazy leveled up. And I was like, oh, well, crap. Missed out on all those opportunities.
Yeah, I just feel bad for all the people who street passed me before. I was like, nope, there's no pieces there.
I always yell at Jordan every time
Really?
I see him.
He doesn't
'cause
do it?
He never
Oh,
has
broke
pieces.
me.
He's just used all of his like play coins and just like fucking spam it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used up all my play coins.
I used
Buying
100 and I
pieces.
lost them all in that 105 piece purge. Yeah.
Just sit here with your
Yeah, I
your
should hit
DS.
A like.
Pass
That
me,
works,
bro.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll also look at my hand when I masturbate.
Whoa.
The
I
left-hand
feel like
side.
you should sell like there should be like a little peripheral you can buy
Yeah.
that you put your 3DS in and it just sits there and shakes it all day.
Didn't Gavin make that joke one time on a podcast and you guys gave him shit for that? No, that was the game though, like where you fall on the iPhone.
Doodle pad?
And, yeah,
Doodle
Doodle
Jump.
Jump. Yeah, and he was
Doodle
like, you
pad.
should get a machine that does. Never mind.
What was I thinking?
Different machine.
Yeah,
Different device machine
application,
that
yeah.
moves it.
You could probably put it on top of like a washing machine, get the same effect, right?
Yeah.
Can I just do like 6 loads of laundry and be really awesome at Street Pass?
Yeah, I feel like I don't ever carry mine around very much. Like
Really?
even when I walk, it's just so big, like it doesn't fit in my pockets.
Yeah.
And
Doesn't fit in your
I quit
pockets.
carrying a purse, so
Oh,
I don't
okay.
have an easy way to put it.
I was gonna
A
say you don't
purse.
have girl pockets.
Yeah.
Those are completely useless.
Yeah, you can maybe put the stylus in there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or a phone number.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Last of Us?
Yes, I played through like half of it, and then
You didn't finish it?
Crunch took over.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on my list. I have this huge list of like games I want to play now, and then GTA and Pokemon came out at the same time, so I'm like, fuck.
Well, they just released new multiplayer DLC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does it add? Like new maps?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So like, and there's also a new like DLC hopper you can play in
Oh, interesting.
for
Did-
people, so that way it connects people with who
Oh,
have
right.
DLC.
Okay, that makes sense.
Nice.
Yeah.
But the multiplayer on that was always super. Did you play multiplayer at all, or
No.
just single player?
I only played single
Super
player.
fucking stressful.
Mike-
I
Went
was
through the
always
campaign?
I was afraid because I got it when the game first came out. I was so afraid of spoilers because I started to get behind. So it's like I'm not gonna go online. Any online thing relating to this game, I'm going to avoid.
Are we allowed to talk about spoilers now?
Can,
Is
yeah,
it?
sure.
How long has it been? When did it come out?
Yeah.
Was
Been
it
a while.
May?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Like half. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it was.
Oh, wait. So are you going to talk about spoilers?
Well, not. Yeah, I mean, it's a spoiler from like the pretty much the beginning of the game.
Okay,
so,
beginning of the game. Okay,
that's
I
not
was
a
like just
spoiler.
saying.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I thought it was interesting the way that they set it up. And I mean, I'm sure we talked about it many times, but that they set it up, especially with the cover art, you think he's going to be with his daughter the entire time. You're like, oh, how wonderful! What a bonding experience. And then it's like, she's dead.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like
well,
right away. It's like,
crap.
nope, that's not her.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the man in the military costume is going to shoot you because he's radioing in and it does not sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah, well, when I started playing, I was like, that little girl doesn't look anything like the girl on the cover.
Nope.
That's not Ellen Page.
Yeah,
Speaking of
touche.
which, that game Beyond Two Souls came out.
Yeah, the real Ellen Page game.
Yeah.
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 I've played a little bit of it, but I've been preoccupied with GTA.
I saw
and,
there's a big stink about like
Pokemon.
I can't remember who was saying it. I think it was somebody over at IGN, but I can't remember. Was saying like don't listen. It was getting a lot of really bad reviews, but then the other reviewers are saying like just play it yourself. Like don't listen to them. Just go
Yeah.
play the game, which happens for like with pretty much every game. But
Yeah, I mean it's a weird game. It's made by Quantic Dream, it's the same people who made Heavy Rain.
Oh, okay.
I think I don't think I'm 99% sure I liked Heavy Rain more so far.
Okay.
This is just
Did
kinda
it come with origami to fold while
it
you're
did
installing
not.
the
That was
game?
one of my favorite
Yeah,
things.
that was awesome.
Yes, during the installation on Heavy Rain, like the killer in the game is called the origami killer.
Yeah.
So they give you a piece of origami paper and you got to make like a little swan.
Yeah, Michael
Yeah.
still
Crane.
has the crane. It's
I
hanging out in
couldn't
our
finish
apartment.
it, so I have this wadded piece of paper like on my shelf.
It's just a crumple.
Yeah.
Very
It was only like 5 steps.
I look, man.
Well, 4
was
is too much
late.
for Kerry already.
Yeah,
Relax.
I'm not good with instructions. It's bad.
The instructions were on the screen as it was installing, and if you missed it, you could go back.
Okay,
It
well,
would, like,
I'm gonna
restart.
go back now. I'm not gonna play Last of Us. I'm gonna go back and reload Heavy Rain. How do you get the instructions after you install it?
I don't know, reinstall it?
Fuck, I'm gonna have to delete the goddamn thing.
Nice.
You can probably find a video.
What
Yeah.
was the name of the Ellen Page game?
Beyond Two Souls.
Beyond Two Souls. What's the storyline? Because I've heard nothing about it aside from the whole Ellen Page stink with The Last of Us.
You
Yeah.
play as a character, the Ellen Page character,
Right.
and she has a link to this being. It's like a ghost almost.
Okay.
It's like this invisible force, and she can direct it to do things for her. So imagine having like a ghost friend who did what you asked them to do.
Oh shit, we're
Like
finally
Bruce
getting the
Willis.
Casper
Like-
game we've all wanted.
Like telekinetic stuff, like
Cool.
and possessing people.
Or like Sabrina.
But
Just
and if you
saying.
can play, I didn't know this until I installed it. You can play as 1 or 2 people simultaneously.
Oh,
and the
really?
second person will control the ghost.
I was just gonna say, can you play as the ghost?
Yeah.
So, you
So-
like control your friend? Move here.
So for when you're playing by yourself, do you like switch between who you're
Right.
controlling? Oh, okay, or you could just do both at the same time.
I think still you have to switch. Like I
Interesting.
think it takes her like her mental capacity
Gotcha. Okay.
to be able to control
cool,
and
though.
communicate with the being.
So like you kind of take turns playing essentially.
And you have the option of playing on an iPhone instead of the PS3
What?
controller.
Well,
It's in the settings. There's an app for it in the App Store.
Specifically for the ghost, or for it all.
Yeah.
Completely. Okay.
the whole game.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'll do that.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so I think they said they wanted to have an experience where, like, if 2 people, like this, I guess they got feedback that during Heavy Rain, a lot of times it was 2 people playing together, or 1 person playing and then another person watching.
Right.
So I wanted to find a way to incorporate
multiplayer.
both people at the same time.
That's pretty cool. That's actually exactly how I played.
Here, you pump
Heavy
the
Rain.
inhaler for me.
Actually, so when I played Heavy Rain, I played through it and just like I completely beat it, and then my girlfriend decided she wanted to play it, but every time she got to a decision. And I was like, okay, cool. I will watch her play it because then I'll get to see another storyline. Every time she got to a decision, she asked me what I did there, and she did the exact same thing. So I saw the exact same.
You should have
ending.
lied.
boring.
It's like you should have done the exact opposite thing. You should have told her the exact opposite of what
Yeah,
she
I
actually
should.
did.
I didn't realize she was gonna do it throughout the entire fucking game. So I've watched that game twice
You
and seen both in
come
one
on, Kerry.
ending.
You got halfway through, and she was doing the exact same thing you did every time. You didn't start to think maybe she's gonna do this
I
the
couldn't
entire
even
time.
finish the origami. Look, man, that was a bad time for me.
Keep giving her chance after chance. Maybe this time she'll
Yeah.
do something different.
Maybe this time she'll have free will. I don't know.
Whoa.
Well,
Easy,
I'm
Carrie.
just saying.
There's a scene early on in Beyond Two Souls. It's like it's pretty early in the game, easily within the first hour, where you play as a teenage version of that girl going to a party and like being
really?
awkward.
That's
It's
awesome.
like I'm reliving my middle school time as a girl now.
I know you can play with Michael Cera too. That's cool.
Yeah.
Michael Cera's in the back doing a
Hey
cameo.
guys.
That'd be really traumatic for me. I would not like that.
No.
I'd be like, oh man, no.
Oh, your battery's about to die.
I know.
What are
See?
you doing?
It's
It's
happening.
open.
I
We're
left
doing a
it open.
podcast. Why is it open?
It was almost dying before we started
Close
this
it.
podcast too. No, I need to look. I need to look at
I need
my
to make sure they're
Zoro.
okay. Your game time must be super fucked up
Yeah, that is
because
true.
it counts in the menu too. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Like
when
way
it's
more
closed,
hours than
though.
I actually need.
Let me read this thing here.
Okay. Yeah.
Save that thought.
Yeah.
This episode of The Patch is brought to you by Squarespace, the fast and easy way to create your own professional website or online portfolio. Not only has Squarespace won several awards for their website designs, but nearly half of their employees belong to their award-winning customer service team, nicknamed the Care Bear Layer. You can also easily embed a Twitch TV player into any page on your Squarespace website so you can share a favorite gaming moment. Squarespace starts at just $8 a month and includes a free domain name if you sign up for a year. Get your free trial and 10% off at squarespace.com when you use the offer code GUSISAWESOME. That offer code again is GUSISAWESOME. Start designing your website right now
That's kind of a bias.
using the code GUSISAWESOME.
You misspelled awful.
They know the truth over there,
Awesome.
apparently. Hashtag Gus is awesome. What were you going to say?
The
So-
Care Bear Den was pretty awesome. Just wanted to throw that
Care
out
Bear
there, too.
Lair.
Oh, Care Bear Lair. Sorry.
Please.
So
Play
he
on
still
words.
doesn't. He couldn't figure it out. So if anybody knows, you guys should totally tweet at us or send us a message or something. But Adam Ellis was saying that the game time when you save in Pokemon is different from the game time when you do like the 3DS has like activity log app, which is like a tracking software. The hours are different.
How was that?
We don't know. But he says that he thinks that the 3DS one is more accurate than the Pokemon one.
Yeah.
How?
Does it
which
compensate
is,
for menu times?
yes,
If
is
that's what
one
we're
of them
talking
higher
about?
than the
Yeah.
other?
I don't know. That's that. Yeah, the Pokemon one is higher.
Consistent every time.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we don't know exactly what's
Fucking
happening.
liars.
Yeah,
I know.
But is this magic?
I'm living a lie. Have all the Pokemon games been wrong? I don't know.
We should. Man,
I've put like
we
120
should
hours.
set
in
up a
these games.
timer.
Okay, let's
and
do
like
it.
try to figure it out.
Yeah, like
every time you-
record,
Stopwatch it?
log the time, and then like record,
and then see
Yeah.
how it compares to that.
Let's do it.
'Cause
We'll
people
have
wanna-
an experiment after
Did you
this.
see the? I don't know why that made me think about this.
Can we use this
Did you
to
see
time
the
Yes.
time lapse photo of Los Santos that someone made in GTA 5?
No, but
No.
that sounds amazing.
Using the in-game camera, they went up like into the hills, like where the Vinewood sign is, and they just took a picture of the city every so often. And then over the course of a day and a night, then they just like put it all together into an animated GIF
That's
and
fucking
made it
awesome.
into like a time-lapse photo.
Was it as cool as that selfie from Wind Waker that I showed you?
Oh man,
That was the
OG
best thing
Link.
ever. OG Link, yeah.
God, I fucking love that video.
It was a funny video, but I don't know if it was as funny as you guys think it was.
No, it was pretty great.
I'm sorry, guys. I know
No.
it's
That's
gonna
awesome.
happen.
No, that was like the best thing ever.
It was pretty cool. When the bass came in,
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
I just love the
Say.
face that he
yeah.
makes, or like the lip bite.
Yeah, I mean, like his teeth are kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
You've been playing a lot of Wind Waker.
I've been trying to again between GTA and Pokemon now. The thing about the Wii U that I love so much is that like I only have one TV at home because my other one broke. It's sad.
Sorry.
Sorry
for your loss.
It's okay. We buried it.
We only have
I'm
one
back.
TV.
First world problems.
It's okay. I have like 4 monitors, but so like whenever my girlfriend or anybody I'm like who's at my apartment wants to use our TV, I can just play the Wii U on the gamepad, or
Makes
if I
sense.
want to go to bed and play the Wii U, it's awesome. It's the best thing ever.
That's what the 3DS is for too.
That
It's pretty
also
awesome.
works, yeah.
I
But
can't really
play
bring the
Wind Waker.
games into bed.
Games.
Games.
Yeah,
It's
you
a-
could.
it's
You
a
just
little
like
big
sit up
for that.
inside. Just set it up like a
Move
side
over,
table.
Michael.
Yeah,
I need to grind.
yeah. We gotta play GTA 5.
I'm trying to find this fucking time lapse, but I keep finding other ones, not the one I was talking about.
Fuck that.
We'll put it in the patch notes.
Yeah,
That's what we call them here.
Oh, that's patch notes.
Patch notes.
I've never heard that before. That's awesome.
We don't talk about it very much.
Yeah.
It's on the website, and I said a link dump. It says patch notes.
I like that a lot. I don't know why I really like that though.
That's the whole. I think it's part of the reason we all wanted to call the podcast the patch was it was like Oh, then we can call the links the patch notes.
That's awesome.
Do you also say patched it like Achievement Hunter has now? When a game has been spoken about on the patch, they have patched it. Yeah.
That we need to.
Yeah.
Did you see the demonstration of the Machinima app for Xbox One?
No, but
No,
I
that
heard
sounds
about
awesome.
this.
Where you can, they have that snap feature where you can pull up stuff to the side of your gameplay. So it's like as you're playing a game, if you're having trouble, you can call up the Machinima app. It'll snap to the side and then show you guides about where you are in the game relevant to what you're doing.
That's
Interesting.
fantastic. That's incredibly helpful
Pretty
too.
fucking
So
cool.
they're doing,
Yeah.
you say snap Machinima and it pops up right there.
Wow.
And you can,
We're just like baffled.
you
watching
you
this
could also
happen right
full
now.
Yeah.
screen it, and if you full screen it, it pauses your game.
So that's interesting. So that means that the
That guy's
Machinima
outfit's
app or
pretty
whatever
incredible,
app you're
too.
using has the ability to control your game essentially, and
Not control, but read data, I
read
guess.
data and pause.
Well, yeah.
Well, I guess that's
True.
pausing the app is a little bit different.
Right.
Yeah.
If
But-
it goes full screen, then yeah.
So the game has the ability to give out data of like where you are essentially.
Right. And
That
I
could be
think that's
really
that's
interesting.
incorporated. I mean, that probably ties into what we talked about earlier with the feed.
Yeah.
True.
If
right,
it's like
right, right.
as you're beating and progressing stuff, there's like
Right.
that.
Alert your friend list.
Right.
Yeah, it knows you're at like a certain part of a level.
Yeah. Even now on the friends list existing on the 360, when you look at your friends, you can see
That's
like
true,
so and so is level whatever in Skyrim.
That's
or
very true,
Can
yeah.
you alert and like share guides if you're like, oh, my friend was having a similar situation. Let me send this to him really quickly.
I would imagine there's
Yeah.
already the built-in DVR functionality, which they said is going to automatically record every time you say you earn an achievement.
Awesome.
Oh, really?
That's going to be really helpful. There's been so many
Yeah.
times at home, there's like a funny, not even for achievements, but a funny moment, especially with GTA 5, where like some car just did 60 flips and landed into a building and blew
Yeah.
up 10 people. We're like, and we weren't recording any of that.
Yeah, you never know when
Awesome.
something's gonna glitch and you're gonna get like 5 achievements for no reason.
Yeah,
Like,
no kidding.
Yeah, I have a capture set up at home, but I never plug it in.
Right. I
And,
mean,
and,
it's a
and there's been so
hassle.
many times it's like, oh, I should have been recording that.
Yeah.
That's just really funny.
And now with that, yeah.
The computer we have at home too is my old iMac from college, so we can't really record an Elgato on there. It doesn't work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Went too slow?
No go. Yeah, the frame rate's just disgusting. It's like, like, sweet.
No, that's really funny. But yeah, and now with no computer, it's really awesome.
And it's funny, the things to do in that came out today, actually. Michael, they're playing up in the sky. They're battling each other in cars while being flown around by helicopters, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
At the end, they fall to their deaths, but as they're falling, the spin from the car just ended up getting all of the spin achievements. So they they reached the platinum level for their achievements in the spin. I was like, that's fantastic. And
Wow.
just falling to the earth.
Yeah, it's
like
pretty
that's
fucking
it.
awesome.
So yeah, they kind of like joked that it was an incorporated achievement guide, but it kind of is.
I saw there were some GIFs made from some of the GTA 5
Yeah.
videos on the Reddit subgaming.
It
on
made it to the
Reddit
top.
The gaming subreddit. Man, words fucking failed me there.
Subgaming Reddit.
Mouthwords are hard,
Reddit
Gus.
gaming.
Where Gavin was trying to parachute into a Michael.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Michael perfectly goes,
Yeah.
right when he hits the window.
Yeah, I got really excited when I was on Reddit and I just saw like Michael's name on the GIF. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. They had another
We've
one
made it, guys.
of Jack doing a bunch of car flips too, and he nailed it perfectly. I don't know how, but he launches into air and then he flips again, probably like 12 or 13 times, and then just magically lands perfectly and is like, boop, drives away. Like, no big. I'm
Yeah.
Jack Patillo.
Yeah, the stuff you can do in that game is crazy. I still have I have not played GTA Online since Pokemon came out though.
Oh, really?
I need to get back.
It took
yeah.
over. Yeah.
It's so good.
It's taken over.
Yeah.
And like I'll be playing and my wife looks at me. She goes, "I thought you don't like that game." And I'm like, "I don't. I
That's
need
the
to
thing.
finish
You
it."
keep telling me that you don't like the game, but I keep like I see like a glimmer in your eye.
He's
It's
in
there.
denial. It's the first phase.
It's
Yeah.
the
I
PvP.
understand.
It's the battling other people that's going to get me.
Yeah.
It's funny too because Bernie's the same way, and this is his first Pokemon game to be playing, but he says he's addicted. He loves it.
Yeah.
I don't want him to beat me.
No.
I don't want him to have more
Bernie's
Pokemon.
shaking
That's
his
part
head
of
off screen
that's
right
part
now.
of the charm to it. It's also why I started Street Passing.
Yeah.
I don't like Street Pass. I only do it because I don't want him to be
I
out of
need
reach
to
of
win.
me. Yeah.
Have
So.
you?
You take all the fun
I
out
can't
of
wait
it.
till you discover Super Training. It's little mini games that you play with your Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I just discovered that.
go
Yeah,
open
it's
the
like
levels,
kicking
yeah.
the soccer ball and shit
yeah.
like that.
That used to be a lot harder to do.
That shit's annoying.
Yeah.
Is that when you get them to give you affection levels? Or is that completely different?
I think that's Pokemon Amie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Which is
thinking
that's where you pet them and you feed them.
Yes. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
The other
thinking.
ones where
And
you
apparently
exercise.
that's really, really
I
hard
sound
too.
dumb right now.
There's no left-handed mode. Who was it? I
Really?
think Adam Baird was complaining about that.
Interesting.
Like you have to use your stylus with the right hand because with the training, and then you have to use the thumbstick.
You could
with your
probably.
left
I wonder if you bought that. Well, did they make a circle pad for the XL?
for the XL. I don't know. I don't think so.
You could probably
No, so-
buy that and use that left-handed then.
I guess so.
But that's fucking a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Just turn it upside down.
It's like a $30
Or-
left-handed tax.
Even better, don't be left-handed.
That too.
Oh.
See,
Don't
there
be
you go.
stupid.
Yeah.
Are you left-handed?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
good.
we're good.
Who am I, Jeff?
Yeah.
Only with one thing. We've talked about this.
We have a lot of left-handed.
Yeah.
We have a lot of left-handed people in the
We do,
company.
yeah.
They're supposed to be gifted. No.
No.
I
No.
don't think so.
Now, there's a study. See, us right-handers read it. The study's not true. The whole thing's a lie.
So we're running short on time, but there's something else I want to mention. There's a couple of things I've listed here. I guess Ubisoft launched an online closed beta for a game called Panzer General. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you're familiar, but this is a browser
I know what a Panzer is.
version of the game
I know what
where it's
Panthers
all
are.
like
They're majestic creatures.
hexagonal tank combat.
Interesting.
It's really a kind of game I like. It reminds
Yeah.
me a lot of MechWarrior Online, which I also play quite a bit. It's another browser-based game.
They almost look
But
like
this
Toy
is-
Soldiers.
This one is.
I was just gonna say it looks like Toy
World War
Story
II
kind
based.
of.
Yeah.
Nice.
It looks
this
really
isn't.
cool.
This is obviously a cutscene. This is
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
game really is like very much.
Since
but
it's historical, do you hit up all the main points of battle in
Do you do,
World
like,
War II?
Normandy and
Yeah,
stuff?
I was just gonna say, can you storm Normandy?
I don't know. I mean, this game just came out in closed
okay.
beta, so I'm not sure.
Well, we should get in and find out.
Yeah, we should find out. There's also
I need
what
to
was
know.
it? Galactic
I want to
Civilizations
pretend to be
3?
Tom Hanks as I run up there.
Galactic Civilizations 3 got announced, which is like an empire building space game, and I think they said it's only going to be for 64-bit computers.
Interesting.
Nice.
They're not going to have 32-bit CPU support, which I
wonder-
which I want to say is the first time I've heard of that.
I was just thinking the
from a
same thing.
game.
Like, I feel like that can't be the first thing, but it is the first one I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like maybe we're finally far enough along where
Yeah.
the technology is commonplace enough where you can do that.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, I guess if the game needs more than 4 gigs of RAM, it has to be.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if that was the requirement or not, but
It probably is. It's like
Yeah.
the way to get around that.
that's the only way I can think of to actually like say like it has to be 64. It's like, oh, you need more 4 gigs of RAM. Sorry.
But you still have to say you need more than 4 gigs of RAM because someone's going to have 4 gigs of RAM and a 64-bit
That's
CPU.
true, yeah.
And they're going to be like, oh, fuck, it still
Yeah.
doesn't run. It runs like ass.
I hope we do a Let's Play in that because that would be intense.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Just for the setup alone.
Yeah. But, I mean, luckily we can... I mean, it's PC, but luckily we can boot camp and all. I think all Macs for a long time have been 64-bit
Yeah, they have been.
processors.
Did the Bioshock DLC come out already?
Is the Bioshock DLC out? No, not
Nope,
yet.
not yet. Sorry.
don't-
I was
yeah.
excited for it. I keep seeing ads.
I don't think they've announced a specific date, but it's going to be coming out here pretty soon.
Badass.
I saw they released the first 5 minutes of gameplay footage. I want to say it was last week. Yeah, you're back in Rapture.
That's
All right.
pretty cool.
We're at time.
Oh, we're out.
All right, so I want to thank everyone for joining us. We'll be back on Monday with another episode of Rooster Teeth Podcast, and again next Wednesday with another episode of The Patch.
Woo.
Bye.
Pokemon.